Now, do you know what? First and foremost, what was your perspective on the outcome of the fight?
Joshua handled his business. He handled his business. He come to do a job. Yeah. He knew that he mucked about before. He let the thing get to his head. And he comes to do a job.
Ultimately, yeah, I agree. I think he did his job. But I think that when you stop and check it, he did what he meant to do to win it, but he didn't do it convincingly. He only did what he needed to do just to get over the line, just to get his belts back. And I think he kind of got help in that sense as well.
And if I'm being honest, I truly believe, Joshua, if he'd have gone toe-to-toe with Ruiz, he'd have lost.
I think that
he could have lost. Listen, the guy's got a big gut.
Yeah.
He's a very strong slugger. Been fighting from a very young age.
6 years old.
Do you know what I mean? There's no way Joshua would have done it. That's what I believe.
I believe that as well, and I believe Joshua thought that too.
Do you know what I mean?
That's why I think he wanted to use the jab and try and keep him off him. But he didn't use it. For me, he didn't use the jab effectively, but he done enough because Ruiz couldn't get close to get blows to him. So he done enough to win on points.
What round was it? Round 6?
What happened in round 6?
When he done the kidney shots. He had him in the clinch.
Yeah.
And he started giving him the kidney shots. And Joshua gave him that look like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He's gonna give him that look like, what's going on?
Because he got frustrated.
Yeah, you know, and that's what he was doing. And that's what...
Because what happened for me, from what I saw from the fight, from round 3 and 4, Joshua, when they got close, Joshua would grab him. And I think that in just on normal boxing flex, he would just wait for the referee to break up Ruiz. But when he got to like 6 and that, he started to get frustrated.
Ruiz.
Ruiz. So he started hitting him up in the sides and stuff and trying to just do little things. And then when he got to like round 8, he started getting out of those holes real quickly.
Joshua?
No, Ruiz.
Okay.
When Joshua would grab him, Ruiz would start like, move, get off me. And stop going quick. Because that was his only chance to get close to him.
I think round 6 was a turning point. Up until round 6, Ruiz is thinking, don't worry, I'm gonna get you.
You saw it in his eye.
I'm gonna get you. Don't worry, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Yeah, I'm gonna get you.
When they got to round 8 and 9,
when they got to round 6, that's when he thought, oh no, you're trying to do the long game with me, and I'm losing. That's what's going on. That's what I believe anyway, because I studied it. You know what I mean? And
I agree.
Yeah.
And that's what he thought. I'm losing. So by the time, even when it got to round 12, that's why he was pissed off. Because that's why he was like, "Raw, fight me." By that time, done, bruv.
What round was it when he tried to give him a shot after the bell?
Oh, that was like the middle rounds, wasn't it?
That was the earlier round. That was like around 5. That was the earlier round.
And at that point there, that's kind of like the writings on the wall, like you're playing a bit dirty here. Do you know what I mean?
But also that point was where I think AJ knew it's working for me.
Yeah, 100%.
It's working for me.
Because I don't know if you remember, I think it's round 8. AJ tried to go toe-to-toe with him.
Yes.
And Ruiz give it to him, and he smiled like, okay. Stick back to basics. You know what I mean? Like, stick to it.
Stick to basics. He had to.
You know?
He knew what he had to do. He didn't want to get close. He even admitted it, and in the end, he said, "Well, it wasn't a boxing masterclass like what he said. Nah, it was just enough to make sure that Ruiz never got close enough, and he would hit and get the points needed to win the whole thing." And let's keep it real. This is boxing politics as well.
Of course.
So you're looking at not Parker. You're looking at Wilder, and you're looking at Joshua as to potentially fight up.
Of course.
And then you're looking at the money. You're looking at JD Sports, Under Armour, Lucozade, and
it's all politics.
And
all politics involved in everything.
Too much money involved.
Joshua needed those belts back for his legacy. Could you imagine he had lost that? Because where do you go from then? If he loses that, so what happens then? Al Heyman now says to Ruiz, okay, what we'll do, we'll unify it, but we'll get you fighting Wilder after Wilder fights whoever. You know what I mean? So AJ needed to get those belts back. 100%.
But what I have seen though, in these 2 fights with Ruiz, AJ is not quote unquote the truth.
But when did you realize that AJ is not quote unquote the truth? Was it?
Well, watch this. Even when he was fighting Klitschko and those fights there, and even back to when he fought Dylan White. Even then, I knew that he needed to do more. He needed to learn more. But because you're winning while you're learning, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. But you keep winning. Like he'll get better, but he needs more fights to get better. Because even them, they were saying fight Wilder. I was like, no. He needs more fights. But even now, I see that Wilder stepped up a little bit. AJ ain't done nothing. AJ ain't done nothing.
That's a great point. I was just about to raise that because Wilder 3 or 4 years ago, I rated him, but actually I rate him a lot more now. Right. He's not a great fighter, but he's a scrapper. But that power he's got in that right hand is knocking guys down and they're not getting back up for that. How do you deal with that? Because he's going to catch you at least a couple of times over 12 rounds. And it doesn't seem like anybody's been able to kind of, knock him down.
They haven't. And he's a knockout artist as well.
Wilder.
Yeah.
Do you think Wilder's got enough to take AJ?
Yes. 100%.
Yeah?
100%.
I disagree.
100%. I think his unorthodox style is too much.
I think AJ will outbox him. I think AJ, what he just showed last night.
But
that's the beginning.
But you're not dealing with a smaller a smaller fighter in that sense. You're dealing with someone that's got just as much reach as you and is unorthodox in his style.
But I would think that makes it easier. Look at Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was a problem because he was small and like dynamite.
We saw a boxer, a better boxer, fight Wilder when Fury fought him.
Yeah.
And all Wilder was doing was looking for that shot, and he found it. On AJ, he will find it.
Yeah.
Believe that?
Yeah, because Fury's a much better technical boxer. He can duck much more than the AJ.
I think AJ showed growth. I think he showed maturity in that fight yesterday. I think he showed, listen, I can scrap. Because AJ's known for scrapping as well.
Yeah.
He's known for having a punch on him.
But the thing is, he is known for having a punch, but he came up against someone that he knew he wasn't going to beat him scrap. So in that sense, I do see the growth shown in his game plan, but I think that was his only game plan to win.
But you know what, for me, it wasn't a fluid performance. So you're talking about someone who employed the tactics of using a jab to keep you away. But if you look at the best guys who've done it in the past, you look at someone like Lennox Lewis. Bro,
I saw Lewis.
You're not getting close to Lewis. Lewis is keeping you away with the left.
Do you know what? I tell you what I saw. I saw remnants of Lewis.
I never saw Lewis.
No.
I never saw Lewis.
I'll tell you why. The bar is keeping him at range, but what happened is he got in his feelings. He said, you know what? I can take this guy. My man banged me. Like, imagine, it gets personal every now and then. You got to stay disciplined. It gets personal. The guy gave him a kidney shot.
This is what I never saw Lewis. I'll give you an example. They tried to build this like. Well, not really Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson, because Tyson went to jail, so he never got the chance to fight him again.
Yeah.
So let's look at Hazeem Rahman versus Lennox.
Yeah.
Okay.
When Hazeem Rahman, Lennox went into that just like AJ went into the first one, thinking, but let me just get this payday, light work. Got beat. But the difference was Lennox in the second one said, no, let me show these guys who this guy is and who I am, and beat him in 2 rounds. But back, done. Finished. Gone. AJ couldn't do that.
He couldn't do
what
that.
people wanted is, this guy. Trust me, what they wanted is, this guy beat you, but you know what, second time round,
AJ's done. Take it to school.
And butt him up. And they didn't get that. So that's why people was like, huh? But AJ's people, I don't even know if it was AJ, but his people knew, no. You can't brawl with this guy.
Yeah.
We watched the tape.
They told him. He got schooled.
You knocked him down. You was brawling with him. He got back up. This is what he likes. He's a scrapper.
Yeah.
You have to keep him at bay and win on points.
Use your length, your range.
Right, but I don't think he used his reach. He used it good enough to win, but I don't think he used it as much as he should have to show a boxing masterclass, what he was saying. So I didn't see that.
So what you're saying to me is boxing's changed so much from that golden period, because back in that golden period, it's always been about money, but it's been about the pugilism as well, the fighting style as well. But it seems like the craftsmanship, but it seems like what you're saying to me is that actually it was about AJ protecting that bag. He had to win to protect that bag. That's why they
Legacy, of course.
So
if he lost that, he'd been finished.
But that's not me. But that's not me saying as a boxing fan watching the fight that he didn't win. He won.
No, he won. Yeah,
he won fair and square.
He won
because the aim of the game is to hit and not get hit, and he never got hit as much as Ruiz got.
Yeah.
As much as Ruiz thought he hit him, he never really did.
But is that not being a great boxer's about? Not always going out there and giving the fans what they want, but just winning the match, winning the fight.
I think that is.
As far as his legacy goes, when we look back 10 years from now, he lost it and got it back in 6 months.
What's this?
That Ruiz guy is going to be wherever he's going to be.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I don't know.
I think a great boxer, it's not about. Styles make fights, isn't it? So it's not about who they fought. It's about. Sorry, it's not about how many. It's not about how they fought. It's not about how they. It's about who they fought in that time.
Yeah.
So if he's doing that same style and beating the best in this time, then he's a great boxer.
I can't stop thinking about Lennox Lewis.
Because
look at Lewis. Exactly. Lewis done that throughout his career. Pugilist specialist.
One thing I have to say, the only thing with Lennox, what I have to say is, for me, and they say it's the other way around, but I think Lennox ducked Tyson for years.
Of course. That's the politics of the boxing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? But on paper, he beat Tyson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So it's not. It's how you're looking at it. Do you know what I mean? If you're a fan of the game, you're looking at it like, listen, I would say nah. If he'd have fought Tyson, both of them at their prime, who would have won? That's a whole different argument. Do you know what I mean?
There's three Tysons in it. Sorry, there's 3 Tysons in it. Tyson Mark 1, Mark 2, and Mark 3. He fought Tyson the start of Tyson Mark 3. That's what he fought for me.
There you go.
That one.
A little story about that Lennox and Tyson fight. Do you remember the ring at the beginning in round 1? Do you remember how much security people there was in the ring? And I remember seeing Tyson's face, like when he was looking around, it was like, what's boxing turned into?
Yeah.
But if you remember, it was Tyson's fault because that I think in the press conference a couple of days before, he done something to Lennox, or he attacked him or something. Yeah. He was talking about his kids and all that kind of stuff.
Crazy. Yeah.
But if you remember the first round, Tyson went in on him like it was nothing. And I thought this was going to be another case of Tyson goes to work and does a job. When it got to round 3, round 4, you realise that actually Tyson's running out of gas here.
Because it was meant to be like that. Lennox fought for the long game. Tyson wanted to get him quick.
Okay, and with Joshua, we're looking at it. This is what I'm trying to say to you. When I saw that last night, I saw Lennox. It might not be to the precise quality of Lennox.
It was a Lennox style, but it wasn't the masterclass he said it was.
Yeah, but he went 12 rounds with him. The geezer got frustrated, gave him a few kidney shots. The referee even gave him a word of warning. He tried to strike him after the bell. That shows lack of discipline, where Joshua maintained his discipline throughout the whole 12 rounds. When had Joshua gone 12 rounds before?
Once before.
Parker? Did he go 12 rounds with Parker?
He had one before. I think it might have been with Parker. No.
He didn't knock Parker out. He went 12 rounds with. I'm sure he went 12 rounds with Parker. He beat him on points.
Yeah, it might have been that. It might have been Parker actually. Yeah, he done it before.
It's not easy.
This one was designed. He designed that. I saw from round 2. Yeah, you're going for the long game.
The long game.
You're going for the long game as well.
I even reckon round 8, I think it's round 8 or round 7, he really fancied himself. You know what? I can take this guy.
But you know why?
And Ruiz reminded him.
Because I think he saw that he was hurting him, especially with the cut eye.
But they both had cut eyes, to be fair.
Yeah, but he done that one early. And I thought,
he cut Ruiz round 1. Ruiz cut him round 2.
Yeah.
You know, so it was a balanced match.
Yeah.
It was a balanced match. It was a balanced match, 100%.
But he got the better blows in. He got the better big blows in. I think than Ruiz. And Ruiz's jab didn't do nothing.
It didn't.
Because Ruiz
rocked him when they went toe to toe.
Yeah.
When they come close, I think it was round 4.
I thought it was round 8. I thought that was round 8.
There was a minute. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Round 8. Round 8. Ruiz. Joshua tried to step to him and go close.
Yeah.
And they just went at it.
But I knew Joshua's game plan for whenever they got close, he'd grab him. He'd grab him. He wasn't doing that last fight. He was trying to fight him because he feels like I'm strong, I'm big, I'm looking at you, or butterbean fat guy. I can get you. But the element of surprise, he underestimated him. Still, I'll give him. And the thing is, he might say, well, I only had 5 weeks to prepare for this guy. I was really preparing for another fight, and this, that, and the third. And that's what really messed me up. But then you got to go into this fight and knock man out.
Do you know what's so strange to me about Ruiz? He said that he only got back into the training camp in September when his team wanted him back in the summer. So how seriously was he taking it, or did he think he was going to do the same number on AJ that he done the first time around?
After the fight, he said that he should have took the fight more seriously and stopped partying so much.
But they're both guilty of the same pleasures. When you check it, because AJ was who's this Ruiz guy? Ruiz. I'm AJ. I got that. It's in the bag. Do you know what I mean? This is the bag. When he lost it, I guarantee he went back to his shower, his locker room. Both hands on temple. I'm finished.
It's mad. Because the thing is, I went for Ruiz to win the fight. That's what I actually went for. But when I actually saw
the second one,
I went for Ruiz to win it because I think Ruiz is a better boxer than AJ. Like in terms of boxing, but I thought it was going to be a brawl. That's why. In terms of how it went, AJ did what he needed to do to win the fight. But looking at him when he was coming out, in his eyes, I didn't see if he was really sure. But his appearance, he had lost a little bit of weight, he had slimmed down a little bit, and his hair wasn't combed.
You see when I saw his hair was level 2? I said he's come to do the job. He's not whining about it. He's whining about it. The first one, he's come out smiling.
He's come out smiling.
The man said he come out spacey. I said that's the perfect term for him. The guy come out, I'm AJ. Hey, where did he fight?
Madison Square
Gardens. I'm at the Gardens. I'm AJ.
But what he messed up, that was his first time in the States, and you have to make a statement when you're in the States. Because what these guys in America won't tell you is that they don't respect the British boxers, but they won't come out and say that because they respect the British pound. So they're not gonna come and mess up the money, but they don't respect them. So he needed to go out there to give them a show. He never gave them a show.
You know, they respect. You're right. They respect the British pound and they respect the British fan. The British fan goes everywhere.
That's the British.
And makes the most noise. So the industry of boxing over here is as great as it's anywhere around the world. You know what I mean? So
it's a thriving industry up here, and they know that. So they want to They want to big up the English fighters, but they don't really respect them.
But that's why you see the likes of Deontay Wilder coming over here, going down to Brixton, going down to Fitzroy, trying to stay relevant. He was down in Brixton. When he came over last, he was down in Brixton. He gave a long speech, and you know the kids were there. You know what I mean? I think it's a good look for these boxers to come over here, to come over to London. Because at the end of the day,
so do I.
Yeah, exactly.
So do I. I remember Tyson did that. Ali did that years
Tyson done that
years ago. I remember that one.
Yeah,
I remember that. That was big business.
That was big.
Yeah, that was big business.
That was Nation of Islam security.
That was huge. If you remember, he was in the Brixton police station. They wouldn't let him out because the crowds were so much. It was too much. So he was waving from the police station. I remember that.
That was a big thing. But also, it's the mindset of the people. I think still Ruiz had to prove that he was the champion.
Of course.
I think people gave him that Buster Douglas, Hazeem Rahman sort of, you won it. But really, truly, you won it because this guy kind of overlooked you. Yeah, now you got to win it again because now he knows what you're like. So now you got to do it again. If you win this, then you're really
and you're lost. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I was trying to tell them. But it was like, nah, but he's a champ. I was like, yeah, but in the eyes of the people, he's not really. You got to do it twice.
Let me ask you a question. Would you like to see Dylan White, Anthony Joshua Part 2?
Yes.
That's a personal fight between them.
Yes.
I would love to see.
How do you see that going?
I'd see Joshua winning again.
Joshua do.
I see Joshua. I tell you why. Okay. And this is no disrespect to Dylan White, but Dylan White's not physically in his physical frame is his letdown for me. I'll never look at him and think to myself, oh my god, he's in that good shape. If he was in the shape of AJ, Dylan White could have a belt right now. He's that good.
Do you know what I think that is with Dylan White? I don't know him, but I don't think he stays in the gym all year round.
No.
Someone like AJ or someone like Mayweather, those kind of guys, the athletes, they stay in the gym all year round. Their nutrition is right all year round. Yeah. I think if Dylan took this, maybe he is, but I don't think he is. But if he took this to the extent, my nutrition's going to be all year round, I'm going to be in the gym all year round. I'm going to be conditioned all year round. I think that he stands a better chance.
That's what he said about Joshua, though, no?
No disrespect to Dylan, but he's a dumpling boy, man. He's an Aki and Saltfish.
That's out.
You know he's a dumpling boy, man. That man, they're like the Aki and Saltfish.
Man said he's a dumpling boy.
Trust me. The saltfish fritters, the curry mutton. You know that's what he's on, bro. You know that's what he's on. But when it comes down to the fight, that's when he'll go to the gym. Other than that, he's not on it.
But you saying that?
Yeah, like Hatton.
Yeah. He's only lost one professional bout. Am I right in saying that? And that was to Joshua. So he is. He's not staying in the gym.
But that kind of hits my point. Like if he was in shape and if he took boxing as a lifestyle and his physique was different, he'd be better than AJ all day.
Alright, cool. AJ lost the fight 6 months ago.
Yeah.
They said he didn't leave New York since he lost the fight.
Are you serious?
They said he stayed in New York from when he lost the fight and he trained in New York. And that's what they said. I don't know how true that is.
So all that media stuff that we saw was him in New York?
In New York. He has not left New York. So in his head, mentally, he's like, hold on a minute, what have I just done? I'm that guy, top of the world. I've underestimated this guy. He took my belts from me. I can't leave it. I need to do my thing. I need to get myself back in. I need to go and face the American public I just lost my belts to.
That's a good mindset.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
That's a good mindset. I didn't see it like that.
He trained hard. I like to think he trained hard. He's come back a lot slimmer.
Yeah.
And he came in the ring and boxed. He didn't go in there angry and had a fight with the guy.
Yeah.
He came in there and boxed.
He did.
So you got to get.
I respect it. No, he did. And at the end of the day, we have to expect that he was going to beat Ruiz because he is. I would say that he is a better fighter. I'm not saying that he's necessarily a better boxer, but I think he's all-round package. He's better in terms of his stature, in terms of his reach, in terms of his athleticism.
I think he's a better boxer,
You think he's a better boxer as well?
Ruiz.
No, I think Joshua's a better boxer than Ruiz.
Okay.
I just think Ruiz is a better brawler.
Yeah. 100%. Toe to toe.
Toe.
Joshua's not having him. He's not having him. He's smart. The smart we give him that. Okay,
exactly.
He's still in.
Yeah.
I just think he's a better brawler.
Regardless of the amount of punch he took to his face, Ruiz kept on coming.
Yeah.
All the way. He came to round 12 all the way. So when he got to round 12, he realised, hold on a minute, I've got to knock this guy out.
Yeah.
If I don't knock him out, I've lost. The penny dropped in round 12. Like, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This guy's got me. I've got to go for it.
That's why he ended up saying, fight me.
Yeah. He started doing all that taunting stuff.
But if you stop and check it, when he said fight me, there was literally 23 seconds on the clock.
The last 30 seconds
AJ's
explosive.
Too late. Talking that talk now, you should have done that earlier. So even then, that's when people, I was watching in the pub, And even the people in the pub was like, yeah, man, exactly, fight him. I was looking around like, what have you been watching? You've been watching the same fight as me. He's been boxing him and playing the game throughout the whole 12 rounds.
Mayweather fought a fight that everyone was getting at. What fight did Mayweather fight? Pugilist specialist. He fought someone. I might even hold on. He might have been Golden Boy.
Nah, he bought a Golden Boy. It might be Canelo.
No, Pacquiao.
He
fought him like just the way AJ fought. He wasn't going for him. Pugilist specialist. Defense. Technical. I'm scoring points.
But technically, there's not many better than Mayweather. His movement is second to none.
Of course, but you gotta understand that's what AJ stepped out to do last night.
Yeah, but
I need to win this match.
But in order to do that, you gotta look at feet movement as well. And AJ don't have the feet movement to me.
He crossed his legs in one of the rounds. I said, what's he doing? I said, no. What are you doing? If he caught you, then you're done.
You're done.
You're finished.
You're done because of the balance there. You're done. So in conclusion, I would say that from my part, AJ done what he was meant to do. He fought a good fight, but he just done enough. He made sure that Ruiz never got close enough. And that's all you can ask for, because he knew he had to win the belts back, and he did. It wasn't done in the best way. It wasn't done in a way where you'd say, you know what? Yeah, I rate him. He done it well, but he done what he needed to do. So he won fair and square. He just could have done it in a more pugilistic way.